So, guys, we're going to our company. It's Glassome, as you may know at this point. My group is Renata and Daniele and myself. So, for this part, that's one that is. I'm going to cover a few points. So, I'm going to start talking about pesto, product, what we have as a core, actual and augmented product, and how our product just relate to the market, some market opportunities, pricing, and positioning. Next one. So quickly, pesto. So the political aspect, we have some regulations on how the companies in the clothing retail sector should handle chemicals use, labels that the clothes have, such as language and the size, even the material that the fabric the clothes is made. That's also regulated, and we have taxes applied for companies that are in the goods and services. As you know, here in New Zealand, it's 50%. In the economical sector, as we know, during this COVID-19 situation, clothing retail sectors businesses were not considered essential, even though they handled to just go through the situation by selling online, which is good. And this is also part of the analysis we need to take into consideration when it comes to this company. And the social, what we need to consider here, especially for the clothing sector, is the behavior that the people, how the people respond towards the company. And here in New Zealand, we have few interesting facts. For example, one of the things is like, in terms of fashion, Kiwi people or people in New Zealand are really open mind. So they may follow different fashion trends because they don't have like one strong and firm trend just to follow. So they're really open mind. And we researched and discovered that online shopping is becoming more and more popular here in New Zealand. So people from 30 to 35 years, sorry, are the gap of age that buy the most, but above 60 years are the one that they spend the most, which is really interesting. And in terms of technology, because as I said, now with this COVID-19 situation, the companies have realized the importance of having a strong and efficient presence online, being website or app. So our company realized about this, and that's why they reinforce their presence by improving and boosting the behavior of the website and the app. So now they have a more more friendly experience for customers to buy online. And of course, that makes a difference as well in the digital commerce, because probably most of the people that are here, if we have ever been in Glasson's stores, we may receive email from them, and that's part of the digital commerce. In terms of legal aspects, we have how, for example, they treat the employees being having a fair treatment, and of course, a work safe environment as well. And lastly, the environmental one. This is a really sensitive issue nowadays, because the eco-friendly trend and yeah, nowadays is really well known. And our company is implementing 3 R's, which means they're trying to reduce, reuse, and recycle. And as well, what they're doing now is they're trying to eliminate 90% of the plastic bags they were using. So they're turning into different material, more eco-friendly. And we will discuss a few more in the future. That's for the rest of the presentation. Next one. So now we have product. As some of my classmates mentioned before, we have the core, actual, and augmented product. For the core, we have what is not the real product, what you cannot touch. But in this case, what we have is the need for clothing, being, protect our bodies from the water and being safe. And the actual is the physical, sorry about the typo there, physical and actual product. In this case, in our project, we assume it was one of the several products they have because they have ton of them. So we assume it was this linen blend puff sleeve dress. So we did the analysis of it. And the augmented product are those additional features you can receive alongside the product. In this case, when you go to one of the stores, you may receive free Wi-Fi, for instance. And also, when you go there, you can find plenty of staff that can actually make your experience of shopping better because they can offer some tips or knowledge or just advices for you to buy what you really want, and actually, you can fit the outfits, all those stuff, and that's part of the experience. Next one. So how this product or glass zone is relating the products to the market? First, because as I mentioned before, this is a need we have, so they cover this. We need to, of course, buy clothes to cover our bodies, to be safe from the environment. And Glass Zone is relating to the market through the product by doing this, covering this basic need. And of course, what they do is like providing options in terms of design, quality, and accessible prices. That's one. And okay, so this part is all about what we find through our survey. The customers are focus their value for Glass Zone. So the first thing we found out was the age. The most we have the majority of people in between 26 and 30 years old. Next one, the gender. The majority of people in this survey. Oh, by the way, we have more than 30 people interviewed in this survey. So the majority of people here is female, and they highlight the favorite product as dresses and skirt. And followed by that, we have plenty of options such as shorts and pants, and the last one will be jeans. Next one, please. In terms of variety, in terms of design, was enough, more than enough. So it means that they're really happy or content in terms of the variety of the clothes that Glass Zone is offering. In terms of customer service, they claim that are satisfied by 30%, and the next item will be 27% being very satisfied. Overall, that means in terms of quality, 67% claim that the quality of the clothes they're receiving is good. And now, that quality compared to quality and the relationship they have, it's the customer perceive this relationship is fair. This means they think the items they receive is in balance in terms of quality and quality and price. Sorry. And now we have what did they think? We also asked what did they think about the brand? I mean, Glass Zone compared to similar brands. And what we discover is they're somehow satisfied with a 37%, and the rest 42% clients will agree that Glass Zone is a little bit more expensive compared to other brands. So in here we have we need to discuss some market opportunities for Glass Zone. And as I mentioned before when I was talking about the pastel, one of the sensitive topics nowadays will be the environment. That's why we have discovered that now there's a increasing trend when it comes to second-hand clothes, because this show initiative that responds to customers that are really eco-friendly or that are aware of the environment and how the clothes is impacting the environment. So Glass Zone is taking this And what they're considering, actually, they have implemented by now selling secondhand clothes inside of the stores, and they call this line a pre-love items. They have been, so this is a market opportunity, and now they're taking it. Next one. So in terms of pricing and positioning, what we consider and we analyze for Glassdoor, the best pricing strategy for them and what within they're implementing is the competitive base. Why is because, as you may know, we have plenty of options in the clothing sector, retail sector. So they, of course, they need to look after what the others are doing, and most of the time, and what they need to focus is on the similar brands, so they could be competitive. Of course, they stand for quality. They have a clear position in terms of quality, quantity, and of course pricing. But they always need to look what the others are doing just to become competitive in front of them, and not just lose track of what the people is doing in the market. So we compare for this is an exercise and to realize how they're doing in terms of positioning. We compare one of the items. It's similar. It was a short, black short, similar features for each of the brand. And we discovered that in terms of positioning, Glassdoor might be close or really similar to H&M and to Cotton On. And let's say brands like Forever New, they're quite, in terms of price, they're more expensive than compared to Glassdoor. And then your feel, even though what people have this may have similar perceptions in terms of like how they perceive a store or the quality or the quantity of clothes they're selling, the price is higher than the other ones. So overall, that's what we discovered about it. And yeah, so Glassdoor might be similar to the other ones. So thank you.
Okay, well done, Alex. Very good presentation. Okay, only at the beginning you little bit rely too much. Why you keep looking back at the note? You know everything, huh?
Yeah, it's just like to be honest, I was a little bit lost. I know here or here, what should I do? But then, yeah, I thought.
Yeah, later you'll get your pace, so that's good. And next time, just keep this away, huh? You don't need to rely on this. See, huh? Okay, yeah, very detailed presentation, very good. You get very, let's say, kind of like deep evaluations, right? About, let's say, for the pastel analysis and for the product strategies, these sections, okay. And then for the pricing strategy section, you definitely, I know you quite briefly give the ideas, like, but definitely if you want to go deeper, you can go deeper, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And then it's like it's good for you to formulate this positioning map. It's good, huh? Yeah, good idea. But don't forget, you also need to develop the positioning statement.
Oh yeah, we did
in the project.
In the project we
Okay.
did, but for the presentation we only include the positioning map.
Okay. Yeah, but that's okay. Okay, well done. Okay.
Okay.